welcome back to my channel. It's me DK over here, and today's video is the periodic learning part 2. So if you haven't checked my part 1 video, just check it and come back to this video because that's the basic. Then comes this one, and without further disturbances, let's get on to the video. So for the last time in the part 1, we stopped at barium. If you have seen that video, we stopped at barium till 56th one, and next we'll be starting from 57th. So last time in the last video, I told you I would be explaining why the elements from 57 to 71 and 89 to 103 is lying down here and they are not with the other elements in this table. So the reason is that these elements over in this line has the same properties and or similar properties, you can tell. That's the reason they are in the down part and not included in. Other all elements are this. If you have hafnium and tantalum, if you take both, they have kind of different properties between their elements. So these elements are all having same properties. That's the reason. Same or similar properties, you can tell. That's the reason they are down here. So we go on to the 57th one. It's the lanthanum, and it has an atomic mass of 138.91. It's represented by the symbol capital L and the small letter A. So for the 58th one, we have over here is the cerium, and has an atomic mass of 140.12. It's represented by this capital letter C and small letter E. So as the symbol. For the 59th one, we have over here is the praseodymium. It has an atomic mass of 140.91. It's represented by the symbol capital letter P and small letter R. So for the 60th one, we have over here is the neodymium, and has an atomic mass of 144.24. It's represented by the symbol capital letter N and small letter T. So if we move on to the 61st one, we have over here is the promethium, and has an atomic mass of 145 exact. It's like a whole number, and it's represented by the letter capital P and small letter M. So you might be thinking all other letters were on black color, and if you've seen my last video, I explained why these are in white color. If you haven't seen, the reason is that because it's synthetic, and standard state it's synthetic, and it's a lanthanide. Also it's a synthetic, like not like a metal, but also synthetic. If you move on to 62nd one, we have over here is the samarium. Has an atomic mass of 150.36. It's represented by the symbol capital S and the small letter M. So for the 63rd one, we have over here is the europium, and has an atomic mass of 151.96, and is represented by the symbol capital E and small letter U. For 64th one, we have over here is the gadolinium. Has an atomic mass of 157.25. It's represented by the simple capital letter G and the small letter D. So for the 65th one, we have over here is the terbium. It's represented by the symbol has an atomic mass of 158.93, and is represented by the symbol capital letter T and small letter B. So for the 66th one over here, we have it's the dysprosium. Yeah, that's the pronunciation. If there's any wrong in my pronunciation, please let me in the comments below so that I can improve my pronunciation of the elements. It has an atomic mass of 162.50. It's represented by the symbol capital letter D and small letter Y. So for the 67th one, we have over here is the holmium, and has an atomic mass of 164.93. It's represented by the symbol capital letter H and the small letter O. So for the 68th one, we have over here is the erbium. And it's an atomic mass of 167.26. It's represented by the symbol capital letter E and small letter R. For the 69th one, we have over here is the thulium. Has an atomic mass of 168.93, and it's represented by the symbol capital letter T and small letter M. So for the 70th one, we have over here is the ytterbium, and has an atomic mass of 173.05. It's represented by the symbol capital letter Y and the small letter B. So for the 71st one we have over here is the lutetium, and has an atomic mass of 174.97, and it's represented by the simple capital letter N and the small letter U. So now the column of the lanthanide is finished till 71. So now this the elements continue from here, not down the column. So the down the column is from 89 to 103. So we'll be getting over there in this video also, in this video too. And for the 72nd one we have over here, it's not in the column, so it's over here, and it's the hafnium, has an atomic mass of 178.49. It's represented by the symbol capital H and small letter F. For the 73rd one we have over here is the tantalum, has an atomic mass of 180.95, and is represented by the symbol capital T and the small letter A. For the 74th one we have over here is the tungsten, and is represented by the as an atomic mass of 183.84, and it's represented by the symbol capital letter W. So it only has one element, and one element, and as a symbol of one letter, only the capital letter W. So for the 75th one we have over here is the rhenium, or the rhenium, has an atomic mass of 186.21, and is represented by the symbol capital letter R and the small letter E. So for the 76th one we have over here is the osmium, and has an atomic mass of 190.23. It's represented by the symbol capital letter O and the small letter S. For the 77th one we have over here is the iridium, and it has an atomic mass of 192.22, represented by the symbol capital letter I and the small letter R. For the 78th one we have, it's the platinum, and has an atomic mass of 195.08, and it's represented by the symbol capital letter P and small letter T. So platinum, it's like more than diamond, and it's most valuable also. So it's metal, it's an transition metal or the alkaline earth metal, you can tell both. And for the 79th one we have over here is the gold, most common one, and it has an atomic mass of 196.97. It's represented by the simple capital letter A and small letter U. So these both symbol letters doesn't have any relation with gold. Still other all letters are like, if you take the example iridium, it's an I and R, so it has a relation with the element, and I don't know why they put it like this. For the 80th one we have over here is the mercury. It's also common one, we most of the people know. Has an atomic mass of 200.59, represented by the capital letter H and the small letter G. So you might be thinking why it's in red, because it's like bromine, over here, and it's a liquid metal. So only bromine and mercury is a liquid metal in this periodic table. So that's the 81st one is the thallium, has an atomic mass of 204.38, represented by the symbol capital T and the small letter L. So for the 82nd one we have over here is the lead. So as I'm holding a pencil over here, the silver color one is known as the lead, and it has an atomic mass of 207.2. It's represented by the capital letter P and the small letter B. And for the 83rd one we have is the bismuth, and has an atomic mass of 208.98. It's represented by the symbol capital letter B and small letter I. For the 84th one we have over here is the polonium, and has an exactly atomic mass of 209. It's represented by the capital letter P and small letter O. For the 85th one we have over here is the astatine, and has an exact atomic mass of 210, and is represented by the capital letter A and small letter T. For the 86th one we have, it's the radon, exact atomic mass of 222 or 222, and is represented by the symbol capital R and the small letter N. So we have move on here is the 87th one is the francium. Has an exact atomic mass of 2223, and it's represented by the capital letter F and the small letter R. And if we move on to the 88th one, we have its radium. Has an exact atomic mass of 226, and it's represented by the capital letter R and a small letter A. So next we have the actinide or actinide, and so it from 89 to 103, it has the same properties. So it's in the column that's down below over here. So let's go to that. And so the 89th one is the actinium. So the atomic exact, it has an exact atomic mass of 227, and it's represented by the capital letter A and small letter C. So for the 90th one over here, we have it's the thorium, and it's an atomic mass of 232.04, so it's not exact, and it's represented by the capital letter T and the small letter H. And for the 91st one, we have over here is the protactinium, and has an atomic mass of 231.04, and is represented by the capital letter P and the small letter A. For the 92nd one, we have over here is the uranium. Has an atomic mass of 238.03, and is represented by the capital letter U. So one letter symbol. So for the next one, we have it's the 93rd one. We have over here is the neptunium, and has an atomic mass of 237, and is represented by the capital letter N and the small letter P. So you might be thinking why it's white. So from here onwards, almost everything will be in white because it's a synthetic metal, you can tell. And so from so on, and the last from 104 till 118 is white. So we'll get on to that. And for the 94th one, we have it's the plutonium. It's an heavy machine or machinery used for machines, and it's also harmful to humans if we use more, or like if it's injected to our body and all. So it's an atomic mass of 244 exact atomic mass. It's represented by the capital letter P and small letter U. For the 95th one, it's the americium. It's an exact atomic mass of 243, and it's represented by the capital letter A and small letter M. For the 96th one, we have over here is the cerium, and has an exact atomic mass of 247, and is represented by the capital letter C and the small letter M. For the 97th one, we have over here is the berkelium, and it has an atomic mass of 247, and is represented by the symbol capital letter B and the small letter K. For the 98th one, we have over here is the californium. Has an atomic mass of 251, and exact atomic mass, and is represented by the capital letter C and the small letter F. So over here you might have recognized there are some cities or states name, and also joined with EM, like americium, californium, and kind of that. So I don't know the reason why they put it like this, and if you want, you can find it out and let me know in the comments. For the 99th one, it's the einsteinium. Has an atomic mass of 252, and is represented by the capital letter E and the small letter S. So for the 100th one, we have over here is the fermium. Has an atomic mass, exact atomic mass of 257, and is represented by the capital letter F and the small letter M. So for the 101, we have here is the mendelevium, and has an atomic mass of 258, and is represented by the symbol capital letter M and the small letter D. So for the 102nd one, we have over here is the nobelium, and has an exact atomic mass of 259. It's represented by the simple capital N and the small letter O. So for the 103, we have is the lawrencium, and has an exact atomic mass of 262, and it's represented by the symbol the capital letter L and small letter R. So if we then the elements are shown over here. So the similar property actinide column is finished, and so we go on to 104. It's the Rutherfordium. So it's a large name, Rutherfordium. I can So Rutherfordium, and it has an exact atomic mass of 267, and is represented by the capital letter R and the small letter F. For 105th one we have over here is the dubnium, and it has an atomic mass of 268. It's represented by the symbol capital D and the small letter P. So all over here I told there would be only white letters, so it's all synthetic metals. For the 106th one we have over here is the Seaborgium. Has an exact atomic mass of 271, and is represented by the capital letter S and the small letter G. For the 107th one we have over here is the borium, and it has an atomic mass of 272, and is represented by the capital letter B and the small H. And for 108th one we have over here is the hassium, and it has an atomic mass of 277 exact atomic mass, and is represented by the capital letter H and the small letter S. So for the next one, that's the 109th one, we have over here is the meitnerium. So meitnerium, yes, correct. So has an atomic mass of 276, and is represented by the capital letter M and the small letter T. So for the 110th one we have over here is the Darmstadtium, and has an exact atomic mass of 281, and is represented by the capital letter D and the small letter S. So for the next one, the 111 or the 111, it's the Roentgenium, has an atomic mass of 280, exact atomic mass, and is represented by the capital letter R and the small letter G. So for the 112th one we have over here is the Copernicium, and has an exact atomic mass as 285, and is represented by the capital letter C and the small letter N. So 113th one, it's the Ununtrium. The atomic mass hasn't been figured out, that's why it's given over here, and it is represented by the capital letter U, the small letter U, and the small letter T. So first time you will be seeing the three symbols, like 3 letter symbols for one element. And for the 114th one, it's the Flerovium, and is represented by the has an exact atomic mass of 287, and is represented by the capital letter F and the small letter L. So 115th one we have always the Pentium. So the atomic mass has also not been figured out, and is represented by the symbols capital U, the small letter U, and the small letter P. So again, so over here you have seen again an 3-letter symbol for one element. For the 116th one over here we have, it's the Livermorium, and as an exact atomic mass of 291, and is represented by the simple capital letter N and the small letter V. For the 117th one we have, it's the Unseptium, and the atomic mass hasn't also been figured out yet, and as an is represented by the symbol capital U, small letter U, and the small letter S. So for the 118th one, the last, it's the Unoctium, and the atomic mass hasn't been figured out by the scientists, we can tell, and has an represented by the symbol capital U, small letter U, and the small letter O. So this is it for this video. I believe that you understood what all I've been teaching you, and it helped you in learning the periodic table. So the periodic table is over, and I will be showing giving you a little extra information regarding the periodic table. So if you see un, it means 1, and if you see bi, it means 2, tri, it means 3, 4, it means quad means 4, pent means 5, hex means 6, sept, S-E-P-T, sept means 7, oct means 8, and neon means 9. So these were extra information I wanted to give you regarding the periodic table. So it's like our it's like in the maths one, so we call the like triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, like that kind. So and it's like heptagon or septagon, kind of matching one. So I believe that this one also extra information helped you. So thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, press the like button,